stay calm and stay invested. You're in this for the longer term. Just to give you an idea, I launched this bank stock idea in the summer of 2020, fully invested by October, and I've had a 20% compound rate of return annually since then, 10% over the last year through March 31. I will admit I was off 4.8% as of yesterday for the March-April period. We might have made that up this afternoon. But it's not the time to disregard your long-term game plan. And I think that's what we're looking at when we talk about bank valuation. I believe in diversification. There are 4 different bank styles. One, of course, is the money center bank, the JP Morgans, the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, etc. We want a few of those in the portfolio. 2, we want a few credit card companies that are successful. And they can be the Discover Card or one of the credit card companies. You then should add in the regional banks and probably overweight the regionals in here because they're going to have excellent leverage with the rise in interest rates. And then there are specialty banks, banks that benefit from unique pockets of financing, such as an Ally, and so on. We only measure the value on 200 banks. So there are banks in the fintech area and so on that we do not value. Well, I've been doing this since 1984, and I stick with the fundamentals because that's what I know. I think people can use other valid items such as technical analysis or earnings. I might just add one point, that when we forecast return on equity in this method, we end up normally at exactly the high range of consensus earnings forecasts. So we're not out of bounds relative to what the street thinks, but we recognize that we have to be on the high end of consensus because the analysts tend to be somewhat pessimistic. But sticking with the fundamentals, bank stocks in the end sell at 14 times earnings. So, and the multiple today on average is 8.6. There's a lot of room to go up in the PE ratio, but it's only occurring when there's an acceleration in earnings. So it's important to get the fundamentals right on return on equity, and that lays out the path to acceleration in earnings per share. And it's earnings growth that drives stocks. We all know that. And that's tried and proven. Warren Buffett continues to illustrate that, as well as other great money managers in America. Earnings growth is the foundation of equity price appreciation. info@idcfp.com, and we would be happy to provide a free example of a bank stock that any individual would like to look at. We have a one-page fact sheet, which would be similar to the fact sheet they'll see in the article called Table 1 for a specific bank, and we'd be more than happy to offer that to any of your subscribers.